Okay, abusunya be mama kwa ba stronko so ediba Ghana politics avenue so abusunya yembonra yensem abronya DC de NPP nkofo bebre akọ ensem bi mo all because of threatening na akọ threaten Adenta circuit court judge and circuit court judge na or threaten omono ye they can cite in contempt of court but abronya DC wankwan kopie mu court no ena say ama court no a remanded 2 weeks na say na sam no yasan so ababeto aso na Dr. Baumia release statement eba be breaking na ha say edemamo and minority leader Alexander Afenyo Markin sabusua enam abronye DC nensem odi to dwane so no ono nso insult akwa insult judges bia sansem na okokan no ono nso ede honsem aba Ghana Bar Association right now no omo take quick action net say omo a hand over Afenyo Markins to EOCO abusua sisi Afenyo Markins so no NPP minority leader abusua sisi no pressure no so all because of say oko insult judges the last time them commander odi or say judges ni bi NDC uniform and uniform na omo she no omo ye adwuma edema aban no nti Afenyo Markins obi a oye lawyer no Ghana fo bebre wanwa say Afenyo Markins oye under the bar no ono ena chese or criticize judges or insult judges nti no Ghana Bar Association omo de omo nsem a omo kan say enye ade a omo ba be shelde Afenyo Markins nti no omo ba be hand over edinama EOCO na omo nso no omo atake quick action on its side. Ivan Chi didn't send me about it today. On Ghana Bar Association, are very disappointed in them. And by now, and case release statements now for your Markins holding a responsibility. Yes, I'm on corner, young conquity and some course unsubscribe here, subscribing and hit on the notification bell, send any updates be ever dropping on. Once every to me, I can be Ghana politics avenue. So, Madam Wansi.
This t-shirt and then as a for national. I don't know. You've gone into arena and go beyond freedom of speech and freedom of expression, and you'll be penalized for that. Yes, my principal position has always been this contempt. I say, your friends will be a cassette here, judge, and Miss Adman, me free saying, because just like the president in the discharge of his duty. A man for better me holding accountable, no. The same way judges must also be held accountable. But then I was aware and I said, the papa, you shouldn't be scared of backlash. You understand?
Yeah.
So that immunity, now they are man saying the discharge of their duties. Your friends say, a man for them who didn't say no chroma say. So for that one, I am not for. But yeah, to go after Obi. Now we didn't attempt can sema enim and then as a form no at this particular point in time when those changes have not way no you cannot be protected. You understand?
Yeah.
And some na bronya ye no are reckless, are irresponsible, so disparaging to the stand say no right your friend say normal person who agrees says I don't know you know. And once again I am so much disappointed in the so-called Ghana Bar Association. You see, who said once again, a few days ago, we saw them going gun blazing. Because you see, Chief Justice, he has saying certain constitutional process has been activated, and true to that, in the process, they had him hair removed. You have saying Ghana Bar Association was all over. No, and one of your own, because judges and the Ghana Bar Association, you know, even though it's a different entity, but one way or the other, you are in the same pool. GBA, and then as a forum. So my question is that, Sa Neemana Air Costume or William Huye. Quite recently, Afenyo Markin, who happens to be a member of the Ghana Bar Association, was insulting a judge, telling the judge, say, or your NDC, and I am so disappointed in you see, the selectivity. But Afenyo Markin can say, a change of way can Sa Abrante yo kasa boom boom no more nam koko asesa or your cocoa politics yes since our MP no. He said very disgusting and disparaging stuff at way in the past Canada Japan and go insulted judges and as a form of chroma say. So I think that if it must be done. It must be done right. Now you're making sure say Abronya na no so ndi o kind there targeting about other people because in summer Afenyo Markin and others aka okroma concerning judges na se for no obi ankasa judge ote ye first akundwam no SNDC t-shirt. Oman can okroma insulted them in as a forum say the Chief Justice anyway and I should NDC judges but yatna chrome ha the judiciary became so dirty to a point say judgment babon say in baby ayeko
yetimi ready
judge eda yan tenase yetimi shada ba tenase na ya panel we sabe be favor man for sad faces we nyina no Ghana for I go through na maka say he who comes into equity must come with clean hands ya bedu a point here sa nema we nyina agitum say nya we must condemn it in no uncertain term because it's here in the past we condemn if it happens today we must equally condemn but Dr. Bawumia somebody a wire vice president of the Republic of Ghana will go into an election defeated so badly to the point to say it was an embarrassing scene. At this point, all that he needs to do is about rebranding himself and come out as a different person altogether. Today, he's out there issuing statements defending this nonsense that is happening around, giving a certain political legitimacy to some of this nonsense his people are doing because some now all come when some say na Ghana ay kangaroo state no has for no da ben na yet na krom ha sa niema we were so intense to the point to say now people were living scared for their life. My point is say you see in politics and leadership now they be a consistency is very key. When it happened what was the position of Dr. Bawumia when people were being arrested left, right, center without legitimate cause? Debia me come da branch we your friend say example you say a friend bongo ideas. The last time me say he was arrested the guy was kidnapped. He was abducted from his house, kidnapped, molested but treated, taken it through Obaya North Airport. He was kidnapped. It got to a point people were being arrested left, right, center. Dr. Bawumia never condemned to a point here. The sitting attorney general, who is the people's lawyer, was conspiring with criminals to have somebody jailed. Bawumia was in Togo, and he never issued condemnation when judges were doling out judgment. Ghana felt that those judgments were so dangerous and detrimental to the constitutional health of this country. Where was Bawumia? To the point to say the national security capo of the country at the time, who served under Dr. Bawumia in the person of national security non-friends, Kandapa say when your judges fast so ruling favor MPP endanger national security and they should be careful. It shows that something was wrong at the time. So Dr. Bawumia never activated his sense of constitutional guidance. He wants to tell the whole world, say he's a guardian when it comes to the constitutionality and the constitutionalism. Say democracy. Today he's in opposition and he has no credibility to the standard. When this whole thing started, there was this Akrabi as a friend fancy when on social media writing nonsense and defaming the president. He was smart enough to walk into the gentleman's house to console him because he has been arrested. As a leader, when you push yourself into that line, it means when I was so and if that particular thing has become pervasive as an agenda you have set in motion that is giving rise to all these things. So who will be a sub who being quite leadership as here. The very moment you come in to condemn, it is a way of you protecting your investment. Because these guys are your investment. But when they insulted your fellow president, you went to them one after the other, patted them at the back, said, "Come on, I am with you." And these people attained that political legitimacy. No more yet, more yet, no. And the another day, spelled over. You cannot come and condemn because you initiated and sponsored it. What I say, politics, people do it with a very narrow way of thinking. Because if you want to go expansive, now has a name away you will not complain.
Yeah.
I am not saying that Nema national security for right because me the one I saw culture said doom so I buy into my car arrest. I totally disagree with that particular thing because so we culture said doom so is back. You don't go gun blazing arresting the person and those kind of stuff. And so I brand say way there your friends are brought there I say yeah jailing yeah reminding people don't understand why you're reminding the MPP lawyers quickly after the court and on one radio so interview say
I think he was rearrested.
Yes. Almost a judge they say he should be reminded until the case is over, which is a lie. According to Omom say it was 2 weeks because date modi abronya share yes omra court so one the judge will take your friends a protective measure just to ensure you say to keep you so that anytime you hear be obeba. Because it doesn't make sense there will be a report to a court now about say nipa nipa yes he am remanding for 2 weeks. No, it means he defaulted at some point in time. You may disagree with the judgment, but because he did something and a judge and yes sir I disagree because he has proven that he's in this country, he will not run away. And I don't see the need that you ever reminded for 2 weeks. But maybe the judge was also taking that proactive, preventive way. So punishment which can be a subject of debate, you understand? But we cannot sit here and pretend to say, Dr. Baumia need to come to the realization say Sani mahununa man 40 social media no more and you've got into a point Sani man cannot fester because 1990 politics now man for nam Togo kwajiji efunu edebe gugu krom just to paint Jerry Rollins say okukuma till date yenya obi a otimbeka say the family member one of the ladies. So these are the people you are dealing with. So you got to be very careful when you're dealing with them, you understand? And I think that maybe the security are so aggressive. Trying to, address some of these things. But in reality, for me, I think decency must prevail. And he who comes into equity must come with a clean hands. Dr. Baumia Kwatanan said he's not learning anything. When I know to say, he has set up committee, I say for now, what's your names and then Nippon money. And I'm a catcher, and I'm a catcher. It means that they are not learning anything. You see, because who lose political power, what you need to do is to bridge and build confidence. And thereby, MPP for a messy, our Ghana, your politics, your trust and confidence. The NDC may mess up. But the question is, can the ordinary Ghanaian forget about Nneoma Akufo-Addo? Because what is hunting Baumia today and will continue to hunt him going into 2028 election is the ghost of Akufo-Addo's terrible government. That particular ghost, across a scarecrow, it will follow him and until the political career. Because NDC may do 1 or 2 things out here in Koye. But the question is the MPP Baumia an alternative considering Nneoma Akufo-Addo? The answer is simply no. You understand? So Udim Sadia, you need to sit down, rebrand yourself, and see how our communication best how our can best but our general secretary 2 minutes we are going camera and him kasa in also won't see to papa so sana what can some no basa no dia go so ade we the way kwaje political power na catch say so wo ye politics na da bia wan kasa wonkurofo na eboje oso ya wonko ba bia you have the capacity to convince the intelligent mind within society to agree with you but da bia if you are wowing your own folks which majority of them are not designing individuals. They are emotional, tribal, supporters. You are not getting anywhere. You should have the capacity to convince the average intelligent person. Say, the MPP you saw, that was branded a criminal enterprise. The MPP that was stealing left, right, center. The MPP and the finance minister Janako Jina America and now you're not just Dr. Baumia Ehuye. And today he has the guts and the audacity to be telling people say he wants to be president. When the finance minister won in the year Juma about Ghana for crown no Janako will be mine. So now if it's a Ghana is a serious country and people will give hearing to some of these people. What I said.
Not at all.
But these shameless characters today have the infantry. questioning the credibility of Ghana's democracy because things are not going in their favor. I think that they should all just shut up and give us a break because until they put their houses together and begin to do the basic things at Ghana for here. For instance, Akufo-Addo ne ba omi efa phone akache Kenoforata say, "Baby, I want to go anima say. So come back home, come and answer now." I think these people have no moral audacity to be telling Ghanaians how democracy should be handled in this particular country. They should just shut up and give us a break. Enough of this emerging nonsense. I think that we've seen enough.
Right, about any you say accountability. The oral is our second heart. If they fail, they'll be fire. All right, I'll see if JDM failed accountability, there wouldn't be no mercy. Or I need them Krofafa and the World Cup. Anyway, Ivan Yanshe, Yenya Bema, okay, from Pong. I think say he's been in the news. For about 3 days now, say Yachino one Netherlands and Ramiti on about the Fiamapo, and I know what I say US for issue arrest warrant be for questioning bills and and that's the reason why they intercepted him and then the same baby. So I ask questions baby, but my dream say then any party I say na bibi sa let me go through them. Now I peke for that another
Yeah.
All right.
It's funny, but I think it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's sad because really this gentleman is somebody. I think about Ghana politics. He has done a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm nipa bebra falling in love with him. And for him to say Obaba as an independent candidate.
I mean,
a place obi anim say you known MPP stronghold. Now bet me break that monopoly. Now what when the seat as an independent person, you know, Charles said he did a good job. And ever since EOCO Parliament, and I think Nema oil has been felt. And we see a man for go back in the constituency, and then as a foreigner, clearly you see he's doing a lot. I'll bet me they are changing the life of the people.
Yeah.
So the EOCO has nothing to do with his political life. I think that a past life may be catching up with him, and I think that is where. Very disappointing at this stage. Remaining speculations, conjecture, assumptions, and in some amount for a but you feed it back into the one monster over the years. You're confronted with these issues of fraud, and Abutrika and other people have been in the news. Doing a general analysis on this particular thing, I told you I don't know if you remember Abra now what the other side. The captain said, "Sa niema we are air cost 2022 is when I said this thing. Said the FBI has a lineup of a number of people.
Yeah, I remember that.
They'll be picking up. Yes, because you see, the US is such that whenever who say obi niema bi or like chronon keten na se for them na. Because you see, they are not interested in those small monies you take. They want to see, because financing of terrorism has been one of the major ways the FBI they are dealing with. So when people begin to engage in some of these things, sometimes they want to understand the syndicate, everybody behind it, just to know. Say, Sikana moja no hene. So my country say you must be dumb to think, say, ubetime ajisika from America. I go through the world financial system. America is the country behind it. On the building here, because the IMF today can sit at their office and know how much dollars came into Ghana. They have those numbers, and every year they've been releasing. So you must be a fool to think there. The true financial system of Kruma. Now I can say why a fraud. It's funny. And I dream you know, say you know, say you not survive some of these things. But sometimes omunya ma oswa na ebia mere and then as a for just trying to understand the ground side they sit here. So they can sometimes allow you to what maybe over millions of dollars, because they know they can find a way of retrieving. So near man who some more investigation in maybe shall say 2015, maybe 2017, maybe 2018, maybe way now and at the day of reckoning about omonam swa omo chichichi amanfo ekoso. And it's unfortunate. And some of these people you see, I know munyina na ye fraud no be.
Yeah.
And my culture say Ghana ha category no. Omu free omo chichi omu si a asofo ka ho bi owners of radio stations and some other people because what they do is say fraud no but you may be an innocent person we are very popular. So the person who approach you, so me was a person meje e America. One our account.
For account to beje mame.
Because in the US, whenever you are who transmit sika for a charity church organization, exempted the tax. Your friends are people don't pay taxes, those kind of way, So they almost sending those kind of through those accounts in the name of charity. So for no wa sorry.
Okay, abusunya we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markin. See, and there is much pressure mounting on him. Abusunya Ghana Bar Association omonsema omoka ne said they are not going to shield Afenyo Markin. So you see ano na so ayehye bra masasa mo depene kokoti sa ensem we edemai aha Ghana politics avenue so